Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked I be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple. Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play no sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me. K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh college boys.
High school, champions.
Yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good afternoon to everyone, and welcome to the Collinsville Sports Complex here in Collinsville. We are across the street from the Collinsville Middle School and kind of sort of the new water plant as well. Behind the old water plant, which still has some building standings, but that is where we are. And whenever we are at the Collinsville Sports Complex, it can only be because we have some softball action for you, and that's exactly what we have today. It's a Southwestern Conference battle as your Collinsville Kahawks get ready to take on the Lady Maroons of Belleville West. My name is Todd Duke, and welcome into the pregame show brought to you today by Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. That location is 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. You can give them a call at 618-343-3602 or online at chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. Kahawks come into this contest sitting with a record of 4-16. They are 2-4 in Southwestern Conference play. Their head coach is Jessica Schmittling. She is into her fourth year in that position and has a record of 38 wins and 69 losses. Belleville West, They come in at 6-14 overall. They are 3-3 in Southwestern Conference play, and under their second-year head coach, Cassandra Schaub, who has a record of 21 wins and 34 losses. Cahoks are looking to snap a small 2-game losing streak as they head into this Southwestern Conference game. Collinsville is coming off of a 4-2 loss at Edwardsville yesterday afternoon in a makeup game that was washed away with Tuesday's storms. We were supposed to bring you that game Tuesday, but could not do the makeup game yesterday due to a field trip to Busch Stadium with the Kahok Broadcast Club, so we apologize for that. The Cahoks allowed the Tigers all 4 of their runs in the first 3 innings before finally getting half of those back with a 2-run 4th inning. Both teams' pitching and defense put up goose eggs in the 5th, 6th, and 7th innings. Seniors Katie Bardwell, Emma Hilton, and Lexi Rafalowski had a hit each to account for the Cahoks' only 3 hits of the game. Rafalowski's hit was a double and accounted for the only extra base hit for Collinsville. That loss yesterday followed the 10-5 home loss to Piasaw Southwestern here Monday afternoon, and that loss followed the 4-1 home win over Alton Marquette 6 days ago in a game that saw senior pitcher Marissa Thomas strike out 14 Lady Explorers in that complete game win, and Marissa Thomas will be our pregame guest here in just a moment. Belleville West, they are coming off of a 5-inning, 14-3 home loss to Southwestern Conference rival O'Fallon yesterday afternoon. The week started off promising for the Maroons when they scored 5 times in the 8th inning of a 5-5 game after the regulation 7 innings were complete at Redbud. The Lady Musketeers got 1 run back in the bottom of the 8th, but Belleville West would not allow any more than that and held on for the win. The win by Belleville West snapped their own 3-game losing streak and stopped a Redbud 8-game win streak. Before that 3-game Belleville West losing streak, the Maroons had their only win streak of the season with 3 straight wins from April 6th to the 11th, with 2 of those wins being in the Southwestern Conference. Before that 3-game win streak, Belleville West was just 2-11. One of those 2 wins was the 16-1 home win that they took over Collinsville back on March the 26th. Collinsville comes into this contest averaging about 3.6 runs scored per game. Belleville West better than that at 5.9 runs per game on average. Defensively, Collinsville giving up about 7.8 runs per game. Belleville West is higher, though, as their defense is giving up about 8.3 runs per game. So the offense benefits Belleville West. The defense benefits Collinsville. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, when I was looking all this stuff up, they committed 7 errors the other day against O'Fallon in that 14-3 home loss. So both teams have a little bit of a tendency to commit some errors in the games, and both teams obviously looking to kind of stem that tide just a little bit as they get going here today. As mentioned, I had a chance just a little while ago to catch up with Collinsville senior pitcher Marissa Thomas, and we will pass that conversation on to you next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
My name is Rayshawn Taylor, collegiate basketball player at SIUE. At the end of January, I had an ACL injury. I've been searching for ways to come back as best as I can after the construction. Dr. Chris introduced me to the soft wave machine. I'm gonna be honest, at first I was kind of scared because I didn't want it to shock me and hurt me too bad. And I had heard something about it, and I did my research on it, and it turns out it didn't actually hurt. It just was a good pain. It just finding where it hurts to promote the healing, and that's exactly what it did. I've actually had this surgery before. This time I feel like I'm back on my feet quicker, much faster. I'm much stronger than I was up to this point last time. And honestly, I feel like I could play right now. I'm excited to get back on the court. Thankful that Dr. Chris introduced me to this.
Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking, conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage Team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville produces their own spirits and beer on site right at the restaurant. Pair that with some of the most unique menu items around the entire metro area, and you can see why they are such a hit. They can handle you and your family, or they can handle you and your group. Throw in the occasional live entertainment, and you can see why Old Herald Brewery and Distillery is a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville, 618-855-8027, or online at oldheraldbrewing.com. Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the Ortho Gold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. We're at the Collinsville Sports Complex today, so that means one thing. Softball. Collinsville getting ready to take on Belleville West, and we continue our senior interviews, and we've moved our way down to the list of number 24, Marissa Thomas, senior pitcher for your Collinsville Kahawks. All right, let's find out about your family. Tell me all about the family. Don't leave out the brothers and the sisters, and especially don't leave out the pets.
So my entire family plays baseball and softball for the most part, and I have 2 dogs.
Names and breed.
My dogs' names are River and Bubba. One is a lab and one's a bulldog.
I like River. That's kind of cool. All right, tell me a little bit about your softball story. When did it get started? How old were you when you got started, and who got you started?
I started playing t-ball, and then when I was about 8, I got asked to play for Extreme, and that's when my select journey started.
Who got you started in softball?
My dad.
All right, so you have baseball, softball kind of genes running in the family. Everybody play?
Yeah, my parents coach and my siblings play.
All right, cool. Let's move on to find out some more things about you, the My Favorite Things category. All right, you ready? Favorite sweet snack?
Reese's.
Favorite salty snack?
Cheez-Its.
That's pretty good. I like cheese stuff. Breakfast, lunch, or dinner? Which one's your favorite?
Lunch.
What's for lunch, and who's doing the cooking of that particular lunch dish?
I'm definitely not cooking, but probably some form of chicken.
So who's the cook in the house?
Anybody else?
Anybody but me, all right? All right, favorite restaurant?
Texas Roadhouse.
What do you order when you go to Texas Roadhouse? I'm hoping steak.
I do get steak, but I usually just eat all the rolls and then take the rest home.
Yeah, the rolls are pretty good too. All right, favorite music genre. What kind of music do you like?
I listen to country.
I get that answer a lot. Do you have a favorite musical group or artist in the country genre?
I listen to a lot, but recently I've been listening to a lot of Zach Bryan just because his concert.
All right, cool. Books or movies? What is your favorite of those two?
Movies.
Do you read books?
No.
What's your favorite movie?
I actually really like Wonder. It's old, but
Yeah, okay. I can take that. All right, let's talk about school. What is your favorite class?
English.
What is your least favorite class?
Math.
I get that a lot too. Future, what are you going to do when you graduate? Man, it's coming up really soon, in like the next couple of weeks. So what's in the plans for Marissa Thomas after high school is over?
I'm going to Maryville University, and I'm going to do human and family studies.
So what is that going to parlay to into a future job? What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to work in rehab probably, or like family counseling.
All right, so after high school graduation, is this it for your softball journey?
Yeah, this will be it.
All right. Shout out time. Who out there would you like to say hi to?
Any old teammates, any old coaches, and every current teammate.
All right, let's talk about some softball here. This is your third year, I believe, starting on the varsity level, even though you were on the roster as a freshman. 341 innings pitched so far for you, 259 strikeouts, 123 walks, only 8 home runs given up in 341 innings. Is that like a stat that you like to look at a little bit more and be proud of the fact that you've only given up that amount of home runs and those many innings pitched?
Yeah, I'd say definitely with starting sophomore year, and this year I already know I gave up 2, so that's pretty good for the last 2 years.
All right, you are about to start your 60th game as a Collinsville Kahawk, and right now you are sitting at, this year alone, 99 strikeouts. So you have one more strikeout to hit 100 for the season. That would be the most in one season for you, so tell me a little bit about the importance of the strikeout.
I feel like a strikeout is really just, it gets the mood going for the inning, so I feel like starting an inning with a strikeout kind of gets everybody ready for the inning.
All right, offensively, you've only had about 52 at-bats in your Kahawk career. Do you not like to bat?
It just hasn't really been in the picture for the last 3 years.
So how did you get started on the whole pitching thing? Because there's not a lot of girls out there that like to pitch in softball.
I was actually trying to be a catcher when I was younger, and we didn't have a pitcher, and I kind of just became the person at 8.
All right, you guys got Belleville West here today. You already lost to them at their place. So what have you learned from that loss that you can use here in this game?
I feel that loss, we waited too long to show up. We expected more from ourselves, and I feel like today we're all ready to play.
Guys feel like you're getting better as the season's going on?
Definitely. I feel like the atmosphere is getting better, and our actual skills are falling with that. So.
Marissa Thomas, thank you very much for the visit, and good luck to you in your future.
Thank you.
That is Marissa Thomas, number 24 in your program. We thank her for the visit here. We'll take a break and pass the starting lineups to you for both Belleville West and Collinsville. All that and more coming up on the Kahawk Sports Network.
The Ortho Gold TRT tissue regeneration machine is revolutionary new technology. It's known as a shockwave machine. In the hospital setting, it's lithotripsy. The machine looks sort of like an ultrasound head, but it's much different technology. It drives sound waves into tissue at 3,500 miles an hour. It's a 3 to 5 minute non-invasive treatment. This is revolutionary technology. It's great for acute, which means, injured tissue. New injuries per se, also chronic conditions. We have many people who have canceled knee replacements and shoulder replacements and treated lots of plantar fasciitis, foot, ankle problems. Overall, the OrthoGold TRT soft wave machine is revolutionary technology. We've been very excited to bring it to our practice, and we've already helped a tremendous amount of people with it, and we're looking forward to helping a lot more.
Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 10 years of experience, Chapman Trucking, LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. That includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site where it needs to be. Give Christy a call for a free estimate at Chapman Trucking, LLC. 618-960-9346 or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahok Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks! Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal, no matter what you drive: cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for you and your company. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook page. Put the shine in your ride with Extreme Details, 618-977-1224. And once again, we welcome you back to the Collinsville Sports Complex as we get you ready for this contest between Collinsville and Belleville West. We're going to be a little bit delayed. Belleville West got here a little late to begin with, and this is the Strikeout Cancer Game going on today between these two Southwestern Conference schools. So there's going to be a little presentation and speech, I believe, going on, something like that, because right now both the varsity and the JV teams for both squads are over here, for both schools are over here for that process. And then when that gets over with, the JVers will go over to the field out here to our north, and they will take place in their game, and then we will have our game. So here are your starting lineups, and then we'll probably take another break and let them do all their stuff out there and come back and give you a little bit of history between these two teams. All right, here are your starting lineups. We'll begin with Belleville West. You have Aubrey Weaver, who will lead things off in the top of the first. She'll play second base. Addison Gellick will bat second and play first base. All the infielders bat first. Sophia Rossi will bat third and play shortstop. Taylor McCaster will play third base and bat in the cleanup spot. And then all three outfielders will then bat in a row. You have Charlie Coppernoll playing left field and batting fifth. Batting sixth is the center fielder, Kaylee Dashner. And then batting seventh is Deja Jackson, holding down duties at right field. Elena Jenkins is the number 8 batter and the designated player, who will be batting for the pitcher, Kayla Connor. And then you have Paralyn Corey, who will be doing the catching today for Belleville West, batting in the number 9 spot. When Collinsville comes up to the plate in the bottom half of the first inning, not a lot of changes in their lineup. Lexi Rafalowski will lead things off and play center field. Faith Fairchild will bat second and play second. Bailey Dimmick is behind the plate doing the catching and batting third. In the cleanup spot is your shortstop, Katie Bardwell. Emma Hilton bats in the number 5 hole and plays right field. Batting sixth and playing first base is Keegan Edwards. Carson Mode will play the hot corner at third base and bat seventh. Lily Parlberg will be the designated player, who will bat eighth, and she'll be batting for the pitcher, Marissa Thomas, our pregame guest. And batting ninth and playing left field is the freshman, Allie Vila. We will, of course, pass along the defensive settings for you as the game moves along. Right now, Belleville West being introduced by Chris Keller, who has been pushed into PA duties here this afternoon. The usual PA guy, I believe, is in New Orleans, so bully for him. Good for him. New Orleans seems to be a little bit warmer. We just can't get a warm day anymore these days. It's like 62 degrees and mostly cloudy. There is a bunch of rain out to our west right now. I think it's raining in Rolla and points west and southwest from there, and all of that is moving in this direction, but is not supposed to be here until after midnight. So it's a little chilly, but at least it's not raining, and we will get this game in. And then we're supposed to get more rain Friday morning and Friday afternoon, and then probably a little bit more rain Saturday morning and then late Saturday night, and then apparently Sunday is the washout day of the weekend, as it's supposed to rain most of the day on Sunday. But the temperature is supposed to go up, as we're supposed to be in the low 80s by the time we get to Saturday. So hopefully the warm weather will stick around once all of the rain moves out. So that's your starters for both teams. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back and touch on a little history. If not, bring you the on-field presentation here for this strikeout cancer game, and we'll do that after we take a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network. Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville or Collinsville locations for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121 or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Together we fight. It is estimated that 2 million people will be diagnosed this year. We know that the amount of people impacted by this disease continues to grow, and our thoughts are with all those who have lost their battle and those that continue to fight. Each Kahok chose which cancer they wanted to support with a ribbon in their hair. You'll see a beautiful mix of colors. There are 12 cancers that have been chosen to be represented today. But we know that the impact is far greater than these 12. 17 athletes have pink to represent breast cancer, 2 with blue, pink, and teal for thyroid cancer, 1 with lavender for all cancers, 3 with orange for leukemia, 2 with teal and white for cervical cancer, 1 with gray for brain cancer, 2 with periwinkle for esophageal cancer, 1 with peach for uterine cancer, 1 with teal for ovarian cancer, 1 with maroon for multiple myeloma, 1 for purple with pancreatic cancer, 1 with dark blue for colon cancer, and 1 with light blue for prostate cancer. Thank you, family and friends, for joining us today and supporting the fight with us.
Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. Plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Got vinyl? Rich's Record Emporium in Uptown Collinsville can take care of all of your vinyl needs and more. You can peruse through thousands of records, from country to hard-to-find jazz, and classic rock is always in stock at Rich's Record Emporium. Used vinyl, new vinyl, and hard-to-find vinyl. Don't forget to check out the audio room at Rich's, where you can check out the latest in audio gear, from new top-of-the-line speakers to turntables and receivers, plus all of the accessories. Rich's has t-shirts, record cleaners, turntable needles, wall art, and so much more. If you can't find what you're looking for at Rich's, they will do their best to find it for you. Don't forget to mention seeing this ad on the Kahok Sports Network for a 10% discount at checkout. Rich's Record Emporium, 131 West Main Street in Collinsville, or call 618-795-1333 or online at richesrecordemporium.com.
Looking for good food, good times, and good people? Look no further than the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Just over the bridge from the Kahok Stadium, Bridge Inn features a friendly and courteous staff that serves up the coldest drinks and the best food in the Metro East. Lunch and dinner is available daily, with a breakfast menu every Saturdays and Sunday morning. And don't forget about fantastic fish fry Fridays. Bridge Inn also features pool tournaments on most weekends and a gaming area for the over 21 crowd. Bridge Inn in Caseyville. Check them out at 519 North Main Street in Caseyville. Call for carryout orders at 618-344-3530. The best is yet to come at the Bridge Inn in Caseyville. 618-344-3530.
And once again, welcome back to the Collinsville Sports Complex here in Collinsville, as we are just about set for this softball game between Collinsville and Belleville West. After the playing of the national anthem, both teams gathering around home plate for a picture, and from the looks of it, this may take a little while. Coach Schmitling out there trying to direct all the girls and tell them where to stand, what to do, get down, stand up, kneel down, whatever the case may be. All right, that'll give us time to go through a little bit of history between these two clubs, Collinsville versus Belleville West, since Collinsville's first year playing softball at Collinsville High School. That was in 1987. Belleville West, their first year playing softball was in 1979, so they had a 8-year head start, and it kind of showed. And I'll tell you what, Belleville West has owned this series between Collinsville and the Maroons. Collinsville and Belleville West played in the program's third ever game in 1987, and after starting 2-0 with wins over Lincoln High School of East St. Louis of 6-2 and an 8-2 win over Roxana, the Kahok suffered their first ever loss when they fell to the more experienced Lady Maroons 17-1. Belleville West got the better of Collinsville again later in that same season with a 16-3 win over the Lady Kahawks. Collinsville was 0-6 versus Belleville West during the first few years of Kahawk softball before the Lady Kahawks finally broke through with a 7-4 win midway through the 1991 season. The first playoff meeting was a 2-0 win by Belleville West in the regionals of 1992. Collinsville didn't get their first season sweep of Belleville West since Collinsville won both the home and away games in 2010, and they didn't do that again until 2015. They accomplished it again in 2018. Collinsville didn't get their first playoff win versus Belleville West until 2021, an 11-2 win in a regional semifinal. They lost the regional championship game 8-5 to Belleville West the very next day, or excuse me, Belleville East the very next day. Last win versus Belleville West was April 27th of last year. Collinsville won 3-2 right here on this very field, and all in all, Belleville West is 58-15 against Collinsville since these two schools started playing each other in 1987. Belleville West is 55-14 versus Collinsville in the regular season and 3-1 in the playoffs. Coach Schmitling is 1-6 in the regular season and has a sparkling 1-0 record versus Belleville West in the playoffs, and that is a look at your history between these two schools. All right, Collinsville has taken the field. Belleville West getting ready to bat. Leading things off is going to be Aubrey Weaver. She will play second base and bat first. And the lefty coming in, batting .338 with 13 runs batted in. Defensively for Collinsville, Allie Vielef is in left field. Lexi Rafalowski's in center. Emma Hilton is in right field. Around the horn on the infield, Carson Mode at third base. Katie Bardwell at shortstop. Faith Fairchild at second. Keegan Edwards is at first. And Marissa Thomas is in the pitching circle. And her catcher is Bailey Demick. Here is Aubrey Weaver stepping in from the left side of the batter's box. Umpire gives the go-ahead to Thomas, our pregame guest, and we are underway at 4:44 in the afternoon, so we're about 14 minutes late in getting this one started. Temperature right at 62 degrees, so it's a little chilly. 1-0 the count. Thomas ready to pitch number 2 here to Weaver, and it's on the way. Popped up. This one's going to come back behind the broadcast booth over here. And it's now 1-1. Lots of clouds in the sky. You can see some darker clouds off in the distance out west. And as I said, that rain is going to stay out there for a while. There's a high-pressure system to our northeast that's kind of keeping everything out west right now, for now anyway. Here's the 1-1, swinging another foul ball. This one stays in the park. And will roll down the third base side in front of the Kahawks dugout and in front of their fans sitting in the bleachers. Both teams have about the same amount of fans here. Collinsville wearing their white Strikeout Cancer t-shirts, Fight Cancer t-shirts. Belleville West doing the same, but theirs is black. So Belleville West is out here all in black. Collinsville is out here all in white as that next pitch misses low and outside. And now the count even at 2-2. See if we can get Aubrey Weaver to strike out. That would give Marissa Thomas 100 strikeouts on the year. She comes into this contest with 99 Ks on the year. This one's outside, so it'll have to be on the next pitch, as that's now a full count. Thomas, this is her 21st game of the year, her 16th start. She has 9 complete games. She's 4-11 on the year and has just a tad over 96 innings pitched. As I mentioned, the 99 strikeouts to go along with 38 walks. There's another foul ball. That one's going to go into the bleachers with the Kahok fans. And luckily for them, it hit one of the empty spots of those aluminum bleachers. Thomas, as I mentioned in the pregame show, has only given up 8 home runs in her career as a Kahok, and that stretches to 341 innings pitched. There's strike 3, and there is strikeout number 100 on the year for Marissa Thomas, and that now gives her 260 strikeouts in her career.
Second, first base, number 24, Addison Gallock.
So 1 away. And a strikeout starts us off, and that will bring up Addison Gellick, the first baseman. And Gellick comes in batting .328 with a couple of home runs and 9 runs batted in. She also stands in from the left side, swings at the first pitch, rolls it down the first base line, but it ends up going foul after starting in fair territory. Cardinals are off today, and they are enjoying a day off as they head to New York City to take on the Mets. Thomas is ready with an 0-1 pitch, and here it comes. Outside, ball 1. That'll even the count at 1-1. Weaver already out on strikes. Gellick up to the plate. Rossi in the on-deck circle. Taylor McCaster in the hole, as they say in the world of baseball and softball. Here's the 1-1 from Thomas. Swing and a miss, and took a little off of that, did Thomas, and Gellick swung right through it. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Thomas, ready to go. Here comes the 1-2. Swinging a foul that goes straight back to the screen. Got just a piece of it, did Gellick. All the infielders bat first. Second base, first base, shortstop, third base. All bat 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then all the outfielders bat 3 in a row. Thomas, ready with the 1-2, swinging a high fly ball. That's got trouble written all over it. That's going to go down into the gap and roll all the way to the wall. Rafalowski gets it, throws it in, but on her way to third base is Gellick, and she'll be in there with a triple. I was going to say stand-up triple. She didn't need to slide, but she did anyway. So after a strikeout, the next batter greets Marissa Thomas with a triple, and here is Sophia Rossi. Rossi coming into the year batting .283 with 10 runs batted in. She's got an RBI opportunity, number 11, just 60 feet away. Thomas looks into Dimmick, has her sign. Corner infielders play in for the possible bunt or the weak grounder for a play at the plate, as the first pitch is a called strike on the outside corner by the home plate umpire. Rossi, the first right-handed batter to face Marissa Thomas. And the pitch squares around to bunt and takes one high and outside. That'll even things at 1-1. Dimmick chasing back Gellick down third base. Mode was in for the bunt attempt, so there wasn't anybody there covering. Couldn't have made a throw even if she wanted to. 1-1 the count to Rossi, the shortstop for Belleville West. And Thomas pitches, takes another one outside. 2-1. First and third continue to play in. And the 2-1 pitch from Thomas on the way. And she squared around to bunt, and the ball went right under the bat, so that'll even things out at 2-2. Bardwell can sneak in there over at third base. Might have a chance to catch Rossi sleeping. 2-2 pitch from Thomas on the way to Rossi. Inside, ball 3, 3-2. So 2 batters in a row where Marissa Thomas has gotten a 3-2 count against her opposition. Thomas ready to go with another delivery, and here's the 3-2. Stays a little high, so runners on the corners. 1 strikeout and 1 walk in the inning.
Batting fourth, third base, number 9, Taylor McCaster.
That'll put runners on the corners, and here is Taylor McCaster, the third baseman. And McCaster comes in batting .292 with 14 runs batted in. Also from the right side, so lefty-lefty, righty-righty to greet Thomas here. And the pitch on the way. Strike called on the outside corner. Snap throw down to third, but it goes all the way to the outfield. But here's a throw home on a nice backup play, and safe at home is Aubrey Weaver. Ali Vilef got to that ball quick, but Gellick already took off running by the time that ball made it into Vilef's glove. And an errant throw by Dimmick scores a run. Down to second base goes Rossi. So 1-0 in favor of Belleville West. Taylor McCaster has an 0-1 count in the favor of Thomas. That one's on the inside port of the plate, and 0-2 to Taylor McCaster. Thomas ready with the 0-2, looking for another strikeout. That one's outside, trying to get her to chase, wouldn't go for it. Collinsville comes into this game with 50 errors. They're averaging 2.5 per game. Belleville West worse than that. They have 63 errors on the year, 3.2 per game. The 1-2 pitch on the way, and that one's inside, called strike 3 by the home plate umpire, and McCaster did not like the call, but that's the second strikeout for Thomas, both caught looking, and there are 2 outs, so Collinsville trying to keep this just to a 1-run inning. That's going to be up to Marissa Thomas and the batter, Charlie Coppernoll, the left fielder. Coppernoll comes in batting .339 with 11 runs batted in. Swings at the first pitch and fouls it off the top of the fence over there down the third base side. But Vilef couldn't get there in time anyway. Right off of the yellow tubing that covers the tops of the fences around this ballpark here at the Collinsville Sports Complex. Softball, 200 feet away, every direction you go in the outfield. So the thing about softball in the area, every single field has 200 feet fences. Here's the 0-1. Inside, 1-1. One run in, 1 hit in the inning, 1 error in the inning, allowed the runner to score from third. And the 1-1 pitch to Coppernoll on the way, swinging a ball almost into the glove there of Fairchild, but she stays with it and takes care of the final out, and that's the way that the inning comes to a close. But Belleville West does score 1 unearned run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base as we now head to the home half of the first inning. Collinsville already trails 1-0 as they come to the plate for the first time this afternoon, and we are back to tell you all about it after a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Herald Square and Cold Herald, 2 great additions to the Collinsville landscape. Next to the Old Herald Brewery and Distillery, Herald Square is a new outdoor multi-use event space in Collinsville. Concerts, fun and games, farmer markets, and so much more. Herald Square, a great space for Collinsville's future. And just off the square's turf, Cold Herald, old-fashioned scooped ice cream gelato, house-made recipes, and premium-sourced product. If you're over 21, ask about the good stuff at Cold Herald. Watch Collinsville grow. Herald Square and Cold Herald, 2 great new additions, only in Collinsville, Illinois.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We connect people, support programs, and guide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting CollinsvilleFoundation.com.
And we welcome you back to the Collinsville Sports Complex. 1-0 after 1 half inning of play. Collinsville coming up to the plate now. And it'll be Lexi Rafalowski, Faith Fairchild, and Bailey Dimmick if anyone can get on Katie Bardwell in the defensive setting for Belleville West. Charlie Coppernoll is in left field. Kaylee Dashner is in center. Deja Jackson is in right field. And around the infield, Taylor McCaster at third base, Sophia Rossi at shortstop, Aubrey Weaver at second base, Addison Gellick is at first, Kayla Connor is in the pitcher's circle, and Perilyn Corey is behind the plate. And the numbers on Kayla Connor, this is her 11th game of the year. This is her 7th start. She has 5 complete games and a 3-5 record, 58 strikeouts to go along with 21 walks. Alexi Rafalowski due up first. Alexi batting .288 on the year and swings at the first pitch and fouls it away. Alexi, 5 runs batted in on the year, and she leads the team in the stolen base category with 16 stolen bases on the year. She bats in from the left side. Infielders are playing in for the possible bunt. They've got the scouting report on Rafalowski. She likes to bunt herself on a lot if she can. She looks at one high or ducks out of the way of one high and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Kayla Connor wearing some shades out there underneath her mask in the pitcher's circle. Belleville West dressed all in black. Collinsville dressed all in white. Easy to tell them apart, that's for sure. 1-1 the count to Rafalowski. Here's the pitch. That one bounces about 2 feet in front of home plate. Ball 2, 2-1. Rafalowski trying to get on base. The lefty awaits the 2-1 from Connor. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. She swung right through that one, trying to get that swinging bunt going on again. 2-2 the count. Faith Fairchild waits on deck. Connor ready with the 2-2, and here it is. Swing and a miss, and Rafalowski's down on strikes. So Thomas started off her inning with a strikeout. Looking. Connor starts off her day with a strikeout swinging of Rafalowski, and that'll bring up Faith Fairchild. Fairchild on the year, batting .218, 5 runs batted in. She has 3 doubles on the year, does Fairchild. As Connor looks at her first righty, swing and a miss. Connor's got it going on right now. Bailey Demick waits on deck. Connor ready to go, and the 0-1 on the way. Swing and a miss, and she took a little off of that one, and Fairchild swung right through it. Connor has the sign from Corey behind the plate. And the 0-2 is outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count to the Kahok second baseman, Faith Fairchild. A little bit of a breeze blowing. Well, it's blowing from the right field foul pole across the field. Swing and a miss, and back-to-back strikeouts for Connor, as both Rafalowski and Fairchild go down swinging. Here is Bailey Demick. Demick leads the team in the hitting department in almost every category. .441 average, 15 runs batted in, 3 home runs. All those lead the Kahawks, as do the doubles with 10. Demick has 1 triple. That came in the Edwardsville game played here earlier this year when Collinsville was down to their last strike. That one's inside, called strike. Demick is slugging .797 on the year. That also leads the Lady Kahawks by a wide margin. Here's the 0-1. That one bounces in there. 1-1. Also leads in the on-base percentage category with a .484. Just a little ahead of Katie Bardwell's .469. Bardwell, by the way, waits on deck. Demick trying to get on in front of the cleanup hitter. And the pitch from Connor almost hit her. Inside, 2-1. The righty Connor against the lefty Demick. Connor ready with another delivery. And the 2-1 pitch to Demick is on the way. That one's outside, ball 3. Very gloomy day out here. Everything is kind of dull looking. No brightness at all. 3-1 the count to Bailey Dimmick, and Connor is ready with the next delivery, and here it comes. Swing and a miss. That'll put the count full at 3-2. Connor trying to strike out the side. Dimmick trying to keep that from happening. And the 3-2 pitch from Connor to Dimmick on the way. Swing and a miss, popped out of the glove, and Dimmick didn't realize it until a little bit too late, but the throw is in time. And Connor does indeed strike out the side. All three swinging. Rafalowski, Fairchild, and Dimmick go down in order. And we head to the top of the second inning. Belleville West comes to the plate for the second time here this afternoon, and we'll tell you all about the new inning after we come back from a break here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Schaefer Excavating and Demolition in Pontoon Beach provides complete commercial, industrial, and residential demolition and excavating services. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is family-owned and operated by former Kahawks since 1980 and have over 4 decades serving the Metro East. Schaefer Excavating and Demolition is your choice for quality and experienced work at a reasonable price. Schaefer's does jobs of any size, whether digging for water and sewer lines, site preparation, or building demolition. Schaefer's can do it all. Schaefer's Excavating and Demolition also sells backfill, topsoil, loam, and other materials. Licensed, bonded, and insured, from earth moving and land clearing to building and demolition and road construction to septic and sewer system work. Call the experienced crew at Schaefer Excavating and Demolition, 618-931-6237.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Once again, welcome back to the Collinsville Sports Complex. My name is Todd Duke. Glad that you are spending some time with us here on a kind of chilly Thursday afternoon. Not cold, just a bit chilly. As we have arrived into the top of the second inning. And Kaylee Dasher, the center fielder, will lead things off here for Belleville West. Looks at one inside. Dashner on the year, batting .357 with 9 runs batted in. She leads the team in the hitting department. If you take out Kara Kramer's 1,000, she's had 1 at bat and 1 hit. That one's outside. Ball 2, 2-0. Dashner's leading the team in hitting, but batting in the number 6 spot. Next one also misses. So 3-0. Thomas had 2 strikeouts in the first inning. She now stands at 101 strikeouts on the year. Dashner looking like she wants to bunt on a 3-0 pitch, probably taken all the way anyway, and that one's right down the middle for a called strike. Deja Jackson waits on deck. And the 3-1 pitch from Thomas. Swing and a little floater that's going to go right past Bardwell into center field for a hit. Second hit of the game for Belleville West, and that'll put a runner on first base for the right fielder, Deja Jackson. Deja Jackson batting .345 on the year with 5 runs batted in. She'll bat from the left side. Calcs looking for a double play ball. They've turned 5 double plays this year. Playing in on the corners, and Thomas pitches right down the middle for a called strike. Designated player Elena Jenkins waits on deck. 1 runner on, nobody out. Top of the second, 1-0 in favor of West. Swinging a shot foul. That's going to go right into the hands of a fan down there. Wearing his cancer jersey. Looks like a hockey jersey. It's black. It's got pink ribbons all over it. And he makes a nice catch. 0-2 the count now to Jackson. See if Dashner wants to do any running. She has 3 stolen bases on the year, been caught twice. Here's the pitch outside, and the runner goes, and the throw is not going to be in time. Throw was a little high, and on the second base side, Bardwell did enough just to get a glove on it. And Dashner steals base number 4 on the year for herself. Her team comes in having stolen 15 bases and caught 3 times. And now a runner at second base with no one out. So a runner in scoring position for Jackson as she awaits the 1-2 pitch from Marissa Thomas. And to Bardwell it goes. She'll throw over to first base, not in time. And it'll go all the way to the fence. And everybody is advancing and everybody is safe. That's going to go as an infield hit because there was no way Bardwell was going to throw her out anyway. Even if the throw would have been on target, it still wouldn't have got the speedy Jackson. So now runners at second and third, and no one out for Elena Jenkins, the designated player. Jenkins comes in batting .111 on the year. Looking for her first run batted in. She's got an RBI opportunity here with runners at second and third and no one out. Thomas pitches. Stays high. Ball 1. Dasher over at third. Jackson at second. Nobody out. And Thomas pitches. High and outside. Ball 2. Flag out in center field at half staff, blowing just a little bit. As I mentioned, it's coming in from right to left, going across the field. And the 2-0 pitch from Thomas on the way. That one's in there for a called strike, 2-1. Number 9 hitter. Parolyn Corey waits on deck. Back-to-back base hits, have runners on second and third. There's another hit, and that's the first RBI of the year for Jenkins. And she's going to get 2 runs batted in on that single as the throw comes in from Hilton. And it's 3-0 in favor of the Lady Maroons.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 10, Parolyn Corey.
So a runner on at first base and still nobody out for Parolyn Corey. Corey on the year batting .313 with 3 runs batted in. Comes around to bunt, takes a strike. And Jenkins over at first base trots back in. Jenkins does not have any stolen bases on the year. So Marissa Thomas dealing with the lefty Parolyn Corey, the catcher for the Maroons. Here's the 0-1. Tries that little slap bunt, but hits it out of play and into the Kahawks stands. No one moved. One guy stuck his hand up and the ball hit the bleachers and he didn't flinch. 0-2 the count to Corey. Thomas would like a strikeout here and will get a slow roller to Carson Mode. Mode over to first base, not in time either, and I think Corey would have beat that out regardless. That was one of those slow rollers, and 4 straight base hits, have scored 2 runs, and have runners on first and second still with nobody out. And back to the top of the order we go, and Aubrey Weaver, who was a strikeout victim in her first plate appearance.
Aubrey Weaver.
So the Kahawks in a little trouble here. Already down 3-0. Runners on first and second with no outs. Thomas ready to go, and the pitch to Weaver outside. One-0 pitch from Marissa Thomas to Aubrey Weaver. The Maroons second baseman is on the way. That's outside. Nice stop by Demick to keep the runners where they are. One unearned run in the first inning, with a couple of earned runs here in this inning, has given Belleville West a 3-0 lead. Here's the 2-0. Swinging a shot up the middle. Bardwell's on the move. She can't glove it, and everybody's going to be safe, and that's going to load the bases. I don't think Bardwell would have had anything to do with that ball, even if it would have went in her glove, as the runner's already moved up. So Jenkins is on at third. Corey is on at second. Weaver is on at first, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base hits in a row. And the pitch to Addison Gellick, the first baseman, who smacked a triple her first time up. She came home to score on the throwing error by Dimick to account for the only run in the first inning, but Belleville West looking like they want to pile on here. Nobody down, bases loaded, swing, and a shot down the first base line into the glove of Emma Hilton, and everybody has to stay put as they were about halfway down the line and then had to go back once Hilton got a glove on it. Nice catch out there by Emma Hilton.
Shortstop number 22, Sophia Rossi.
So one out in the inning, and here is Sophia Rossi. Rossi walked and was stranded at second base her first time up. And the pitch from Thomas to Rossi is a little bit high, ball one. Double play would get Collinsville out of this inning with just the 2-run score. That's what they're looking for right now. Rossi awaits the 1-0 from Thomas. Here it is. That's a called strike on the inside corner, 1-1. Soccer seeds came out today. That's right, kids. Playoff action is not that far away. Only a handful of games left on the soccer schedule. Collinsville got the 7 seed. Alton got the 8 seed, and both of those teams are hosting the regionals this year. O'Fallon number 1, Edwardsville number 2, Granite City number 3, East and West 4 and 5 respectively, then Quincy, and then Collinsville and Alton. Most likely, from looking at the seeds, Collinsville will host Edwardsville in the first game of regionals. That'll come up in the middle of next month. 2-2 now the count to Sophia Rossi. Kahok's trying to keep the damage to a minimum here. 1 out. Here's the 2-2 pitch with the bases loaded. High fly ball. That's going to get out of play. And keep the count right where it is at 2-2. Thomas ready with a 2-2 pitch to Rossi. And here it is. Outside and high, ball 3, 3-2. Nowhere to put her, so got to throw her something to hit. Marissa Thomas has her sign from Dimick. Here's the 3-2. Outside, walked in a run. So Rossi gets the easiest RBI you can get on a bases-loaded walk. Second walk issued today by Thomas. Jenkins comes in to score from third base. So Corey is down at third. Weaver is at second. Rossi is at first. And here is Taylor McCaster, the 8th hitter to bat here in this second inning for Belleville West. McCaster was a strikeout victim her first time up in the first inning. As everybody wants to talk about it in the pitcher circle. So Taylor McCaster will go down and have a bit of a conversation with her head coach, Cassandra Schaub. All the conversations have come to an end. And we'll get back to action here. McCaster has 3 friends on the base paths, and she swings through that one, and that's a foul ball. Stays right down at McCaster's feet. Three runs in, 3 runners on. 1 out. Thomas ready with an 0-1 pitch to McCaster. Here it is. Swinging a foul ball back to the screen. 0-2. Thomas would love another strikeout. Or a double play ball. She'll take either. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball. That one's going to get into foul territory, but it's going to stay in the park, and no one's going to get there. Emma Hilton out in right field. Faith Fairchild at second base, and Keegan Edwards at first. All tried to run it down, but could not get there in time. And the count remains 0-2. Thomas 4 runs in. That one's outside. That'll even things out at 2-2. Excuse me, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Thomas brings the next one home, and a shot down the third baseline. That's fair. Nice backhand stab out there by Ali Viluf, but 2 more runs are going to come across the score on a 2 RBI single by McCaster.
Left fielder number 11, Charlie Coppernall.
Charlie Coppernall will come in. She grounded out to Faith Fairchild to end the first inning and looks at one on the outside corner for a called strike. So 6-0 now in favor of Belleville West. Still only 1 out in the inning. Coppernall, the 9th maroon to bat here in this inning, swings and fouls it down the third base side, 0-2. Had McCaster at 0-2 as well. Lost her on a 2 RBI single. Six hits in this inning. Coppernall awaits the 0-2 from Thomas. Here it comes. Nice stop there by Dimmick, but it bounces off of her body, and everybody's going to move up on the wild pitch. So now Rossi at third, McCaster at second. And the 1-2 on the way. Swinging a pop fly on the infield. Keegan Edwards calls for it at first base and makes the catch just to the right of the pitcher's circle for out number 2. And that'll bring Dasher back to the plate. Dashner singled and scored earlier in this inning. Also had a stolen base. Thomas ready to go. Here's the pitch. Swinging another pop fly. This one's in foul territory. Edwards gives it chase, but it's just over the fence. And I mean just. Probably just a half a foot. Oh, 1 the count to Dashner. Thomas pitches. And that one's inside, 1-1. Thomas ready with the 1-1 delivery. Swinging a little pop fly on the infield, and that's in foul territory, and Carson Mode could not get around Sophia Rossi, who was down that third baseline in time to make that catch. So another foul ball strike. That'll put the count now at 1 ball and 2 strikes to Dashner. Thomas would like to strike out to get out of this inning with just the 5 runs scored. 6-0 in favor of Belleville West. Pitch and a pop up at home plate into the glove of Dimmick, and that will end the inning. A foul pop up handled by Bailey Dimmick behind the plate accounts for out number 3, but the damage has been done. 5 runs come across on 6 base hits, and we will head to the bottom half of the second inning. Collinsville now has a lot of work to do to try to catch up. We'll see if they can make that happen when we come back from a commercial break right here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a great place to watch the game with your crew? Look no further than the Lucky Fox Sports Bar in Uptown Collinsville. The Lucky Fox shows Collinsville Kahawk sports on the big screen, plus UFC fights, boxing, Cardinals and Blues, and all of the NFL games with the NFL ticket and enough TVs, you'll be sure to find the game you want. And the food? How about Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, plus burgers and sandwiches, pizza, steak, and more, including great drink specials and the coldest beer in town. Plus, they have an in-house DJ on Friday and Saturday nights. Dine in and catch a game or order carry out with the Lucky Fox. The Lucky Fox Sports Bar, 118 East Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Open daily at 11 a.m. Check out the Lucky Fox Facebook page for daily specials. The Lucky Fox, 618-223-1948. No one likes a dirty house. It's work that almost no one wants to do. Why not get someone to do that work for you? Kara Gray with Rags to Riches Cleaning Service would love to take that task off your to-do list. Kara is a homegrown Collinsville High School graduate, and the owner of Rags to Riches. From floors to ceilings, from baseboards to light fixtures, Rags to Riches can clean them all. No job is too big or too small. Call Kara Gray at Rags to Riches Cleaning Service to schedule a free estimate today at 618-979-9634 or visit Rags to Riches Cleaning Service on Facebook.
Back here at the Collinsville Sports Complex, my name is Todd Duke. Glad that you are with us here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville has some work to do. They are down 6-0 here, and we're only in the bottom half of the second inning. So we'll see if the Kahawks can get those bats moving along here, see if we can get something going on. And it will be the middle of the order for Collinsville. Katie Bardwell will lead things off, followed by Emma Hilton and then Keegan Edwards. If anyone can get on, Carson Mode will have a chance to bat. I guess we're waiting for the home plate umpire to make a wardrobe change here. Got rid of the jacket. I don't know why. It's not like it's very warm out here today. Bardwell, she comes in batting .404 with 6 runs batted in. A couple of triples, 7 doubles on the year. That's why her slugging percentage is up to almost 600%. First pitch misses. Bardwell, Hilton, and Edwards will bat here in the bottom of the second. Connor ready with the next to Bardwell. Here it is. Inside, called strike. 1-1. Amy Flowers handles the coaching duties at first base. Head coach Jessica Schmitling does the same down the third base side. Connor ready with a 1-1 to Bardwell. It's on the way. Swing and a miss by Bardwell. Big gap out in right center field. If Bardwell can get one outside and take it off the end of the bat, plug that gap and run for a little while. The 1-2 pitch from Connor on the way. Swing and a miss, and Bardwell goes down on strikes. And that is 4 strikeouts in a row to start this game for Connor. Struck out the side in the first and starts off the second the same way. And here is Emma Hilton hoping to stop all that. Emma on the year batting .269 with 6 runs batted in. As the lefty awaits the first one from the righty, Connor. Here it is. Bunt. Popped up and foul. Hilton started the year playing left field, now playing right field here today. Connor ready. And the 0-1 to Hilton on the way. Hilton was very undecisive in that at bat, that swing. Looked like she wanted to bunt, then it looked like she wanted to swing, and then she kind of did a little bit of both and kind of swung right through it. 0-2. Connor brings it home. That one's outside, hits the dirt, goes back to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. Bottom of the second, 6-0 in favor of Belleville West. Hilton up there trying not to be the 5th strikeout in a row for Connor. But right now, Connor has been having her way. Here's the 1-2. Right back to where it came from. Connor gloves it, throws over to first base, but dropped over there by the first baseman, Gellick. So Collinsville will have their first base runner of the game. And that'll be an error to Gullick.
Batting 6th, first base number 2, Keegan Edwards.
There is Keegan Edwards. Get on base any way you can here, kids. Keegan Edwards comes into this game batting .170 with 5 runs batted in. Edwards bats from the right side and looks at a strike from Connor. 0-1. Emma Hilton on the year, 3 stolen bases. Has not been caught this year. See if she wants to do some running. Collinsville trailing by 6. The 0-1 pitch from Connor on the way. Fouled back to the screen. 0-2. Carson Mode waits on deck. See if she can get up to the plate with a couple of runners on. That's up to Edwards. Hilton's already on at first base via the error. Connor ready with the 0-2. And here it comes. Stays high. 1 ball, 2 strikes to count. The Maroons can have commit some errors this year, 63 of them, 3.2 per game. They've already committed 1 here in this inning. Here's the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and swung right through that one, did Edwards. 5 strikeouts in the game now for Connor, and they've all been swinging.
Batting 7th, third base, number 18.
That brings up Carson Mode. Carson struggled earlier in the year, has picked it up late, batting 204 now. 7 runs batted in. She has a double, a triple, and a home run, so 1 each in the extra base department. That one's high and inside, ball 1 to Mode. Lily Parlberg waits on deck. And the 1-0 from Connor to Mode on the way. A swing and a foul ball that stays at home plate. 1-1 the count. Hilton on at first. 2 away. And Mode awaits the 1-1 from Connor, and here it comes. Swing and a miss, and Mode had the right idea, but swung just over the top of that ball. One ball, 2 strikes to count to Mode, the third baseman for Collinsville. And the pitch from Connor. Right down the middle. That's the first one looking at a called strike 3, but Connor strikes out the side in both of her innings though far. In between, a error was committed, but Collinsville could not do anything with the gift error, and we will now head to the bottom half of the second. It remains 6-0 in favor of Belleville West, and we're back with the top of the third in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Are you in need of a new mailbox to go with your new home? How about a new mailbox to replace your old one? Look no further than Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. From economy to custom, Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can create a mailbox that suits your needs. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes is licensed and insured. They use only high-quality materials and offer a satisfaction guarantee policy. Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes can also make your very own axe throwing set, hanging or standing. Whether you need that axe throwing set or a new mailbox, you need Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes in Collinsville. For more information, get a hold of Big Dick's Brick Mailboxes at 618-680-0208 or online at needanewmailbox.com.
Looking for a new place to catch the game with cold drinks and great food? Look no further than 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville. 1101 Bar and Grill features pizza, burgers, wraps, and salads, plus 7 large screen TVs to catch the latest Kahok games and all the pro sports across the spectrum, plus all the college football and basketball you can handle. 1101 Bar and Grill in Caseyville, 1101 Caseyville Road, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Call 1101 Bar and Grill for carryout orders at 618-223-1332. Deja Jackson leads things off here in the top of the third inning for Belleville West. And she is ahead in the count, 2-0. Jackson singled and scored in that 5-run second inning. Next pitch, swing and a foul ball out of play. School year is almost over. It's the 25th of April. Graduation day is May 11th. Last day of school for those that's not graduating is the 17th. There's a high fly ball reaching up for it as Hilton had hit her glove and then came down. She was on the move, and that ball was over her head, and she reached up with the glove to try and catch it. It hit the glove and then fell down, and standing at third base is Deja Jackson. So the hit parade continues here. And it brings up Elena Jenkins, who singled in a couple of runs. Her first 2 RBIs of the year came in that 5-run second inning. Kind of tough. On the run. Yeah, that's what I said. Chris Keller and I agree that that's a hit, not an error. That was a tough one, man. She was on the run, and ball was over her head. She just reached up her glove while she was still running, and it hit her glove. So we'll give her the benefit of the doubt there. That one's fouled, stays in the park, but Keegan Edwards couldn't get there in time to haul it in. That was kind of a low foul ball that had a lot of spin on it. But 0-2 is the count to Jenkins, the designated player, who is batting for Connor, the pitcher. Runner at third, nobody out. Already 6-0 in favor of Belleville West. Lady Maroons are looking for more. Here's the pitch from Thomas, outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. The number 9 hitter, Carolyn Corey, waits on deck. Thomas, ready with the delivery of the 1 ball, 2 strike count. Here it comes. That one's outside as well. 2-2. So the second triple of the day hit by Belleville West. Their 8th hit on the afternoon to go along with their 6 runs. Here's the 2-2. High pitch, popped up. Hilton's on the run. That one lands right inside the foul line. And another run is going to come across the score. And Belleville West adds on. It's now 7-0 in favor of the Maroons. That one was a seeing eye blooper. Out, down past first base, and just landed maybe 3 inches fair. Counts as an RBI single, though, for Jenkins. That's all that she cares about. And that will bring up Carolyn Corey, the catcher who singled and scored her first time up. She looks at one outside. Carolyn, I don't think I've ever seen that name before. Perrylyn. Carolyn Corey with a C. Thomas trying to limit the damage once again. Runner at first, nobody out. 7-0 in favor of the Maroons. And that one almost hit Corey. Snap throw down to first base, but Jenkins was back in there safely. 1 ball, 1 strike the count to the Belleville West catcher, Carolyn Corey. Playing her kind of shallow and straight away. Swing and a miss at a ball on the outside corner, and now they got the runner maybe caught up. And they'll throw down to first. Edwards will throw down to second. Bardwell chases her back to first and will tag her out as she made it back to first base. About 1 step left before she got tagged on the rear end. And Jenkins is out. 3-6. Actually, that was 2. 2-3-6 on the put out. That'll clear the bases. Yeah, I never saw the umpire make a call. Here's Corey now with the bases empty. And a ground ball to Bardwell, and it goes right underneath her glove. So the first error committed by Collinsville.
Back to the top of the order, second base, number 1, Aubrey Weaver.
Or excuse me, the second error. We had a throwing error by Dimmick earlier. And that puts Corey down to first base. Back to the top of the order in Aubrey Weaver. Weaver has struck out, singled, and scored. Swinging a shot right into the glove of Carson Mode. She'll throw over to first base in time. Double play for Collinsville to get out of the inning with just the 1 run scored. So a nice little double play there turned by the Kahawks. We'll see if their bats can come alive here in the bottom of the third, because that's exactly what they need. And we'll be back to tell you all about the home half of the third after we take a timeout here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number 1 on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahok Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200.
We love to have you come work for the City of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, Parks and Recreation, and City Hall. Our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about working for the City of Collinsville.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahawk Sports Network, as well as the Kahawk Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Regg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Collinsville, located at 1008 Vandalia Street, or call Jason Regg at 618-223-5215 or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
Lily Parlberg and Ali Vielef have yet to bat here in this game. They are going to get their chance here in the bottom of the third. And then back to the top of the order, and Alexi Rafalowski. If any one of those can get on, Faith Fairchild will have a chance to bat. Parlberg comes in batting 105 on the year. No runs batted in, so the only way she'll accomplish that right now is with a home run. She looks at the first pitch high from Kayla Connor, who has struck out the side in both of her innings of work for 6 strikeouts so far here in this game. Connor pitches outside, ball 2. Only base runner for Collinsville was a error on the first baseman, Addison Gellick, for dropping a ball that was thrown right into her glove. 2-0 pitch on the way to Parlberg. Strike called on the outside corner. 2-1. Connor ready with that 2-1 pitch. Here it is, swinging a high fly ball. That's going to get out of play and land behind the spectators on the Collinsville side of the field. Connor ready with the 2-2 pitch to Parlberg. Here it is. Swinging another foul ball out of play. So another 2-2 delivery from Connor to Parlberg on the way. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes is Parlberg. Now 7 strikeouts in this game for Connor. That'll bring up Ali Vielef, the left fielder. Vielef has an RBI this year, but struggling at the plate a bit, the freshman is, with a .054 batting average. Vielef right now just trying to get on ahead of Lexi Rafalowski any way she can. Swing and a high fly ball to center field. Backing up a couple of steps is Kaylee Dashner, and that is the first out of the game, recorded by Connor. That is not a strikeout. But quickly, there are 2 away, and Alexi Rafalowski will step up to the plate. With the bases empty and 2 outs, Rafalowski, obviously a strikeout victim her first time up, as that was the first non-strikeout out recorded by Belleville West, and Rafalowski swings through that one. Connor ready with the 0-1 to the Kahok center fielder Alexei Rafalowski. Swing and a miss. Rafalowski looks a little out of sorts up there at the plate. Connor looking for her 8th strikeout. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and Rafalowski obliges and goes down swinging for the second at bat. And a quick 1-2-3 inning for Connor and her Belleville West teammates. We will head now to the top of the 4th inning, moving right along here. And we'll be back to tell you all about the new inning after we come back from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420.
A little Greta Van Fleet playing in between the innings here at the old ball yard. Myself and my daughter are going to see Greta Van Fleet Saturday night at Chaffetz Arena. This will be my 3rd time, my daughter's 2nd time seeing them. It's going to be a fun night. Here is Addison Gullick, the number 2 hitter, leads off the 4th inning for Belleville West. Gullick has a triple, a run scored, and she lined out to Emma Hilton in her last at bat. So Gullick already is 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Swinging another roller that goes into the glove this time of Bardwell, but there is no chance that Bardwell is going to be able to throw out Gullick, and she doesn't even try. So another hit for Belleville West. That's their 10th hit of the afternoon. And back to the right side of the plate we go for Sophia Rossi. Rossi swings at the first pitch she sees and fouls it out of play. Rossi has walked twice and was stranded both times. Stranded at 2nd in the 1st inning and stranded at 3rd in the 5-run 2nd inning. Thomas pitches, swing and a slow roller to Bardwell, throws over to first base and in time for the out. Nice dig over there by Keegan Edwards. 6-3 for out number 1. Gullick goes down to second base, but there is one out in the inning as Taylor McCaster comes up to the plate. McCaster has a strikeout and a 2 RBI single in that 5-run 2nd inning. Thomas ready to go. That one floats in there for a strike. Nice pitch there by Thomas. Took a little off, started high, sunk low. 0-1. And the pitch, swing and a miss. This is the only game that we have for you this week because we got rained out on Tuesday. Couldn't do the makeup game yesterday because of the field trip to Busch Stadium. And nothing on the docket for tomorrow, as that one stays high. And the baseball game Monday against Columbia has been taken off the schedule. That was my next game that I had scheduled on the Kahok Sports Network. So we don't have any more action for you until we do boys volleyball from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium against Belleville East on the last game of the last day of the month. There's a hit out to left field, a one-hopper to Allie Vieliff. She gets it in quickly, so stopping at third base was Gullick. Excuse me. And it's 1st and 3rd with only one out for Charlie Coppernoll. The 11th base hit on the afternoon for Belleville West. Coppernoll has not gotten in on the fun. She has grounded out and popped up in this game, 0 for 2. Thomas pitches. Stays high, ball one. So runners on first and third. One out. And a 1-0 the count to Charlie Coppernoll, the left fielder. Grounded out to Faith Fairchild. Popped up to Keegan Edwards. Popped up again. Bardwell's calling for it at shortstop. She has it. And Coppernoll 0 for 3.
Center fielder number 14, Kaylee Dashner.
So Kaylee Dashner is trying to give Belleville West another run. They scored a 1 in the first, 5 in the second, 1 in the third. Runners on first and second, 2 away. And a pop-up in foul territory. And once again, Carson Mode could not get around the runner at third base to make a beeline for that foul ball. Had to kind of do a little half circle to get around the runner, and that cost her a couple of steps. Dashner has singled and scored and popped up in foul territory to Bailey Dimmick. Here's the 0-1 from Thomas. Swinging another pop-up behind home plate, but Dimmick could not get to that one in time. 0-2. Collinsville trying to get out of an inning without a run scored here for the first time this afternoon. Here's the 0-2. High, ball one. Dashner thought about swinging, but held up. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count to the Maroon center fielder, Kaylee Dashner. Here's the pitch. Swinging a little chopper to Bardwell in the glove. Has a hard time getting it out, though, and safe at first base, and that's going to score a run. McCaster down to second. Dashner on at first after an RBI single. Eight to nothing now in favor of Belleville West. And here is Deja Jackson. She looks to one outside for a called strike. Jackson has a single, a triple, and 2 runs scored. Thomas looks in and brings it. Swinging a shot down the third base line. That one's down. That one's going to roll all the way into the corner. And both runners are going to score. And Jackson is going to have her second triple in as many at-bats. And this one is going to be the 2 RBI type triple. So McCaster comes in to score, as does Dashner. 3 more runs are home here in this 4th inning. And it's now 10-0 in favor of Belleville West. Kahok still not out of this inning yet. That one hits the outside corner to Elena Jenkins. Jenkins has singled in 2 runs today for her first 2 RBIs of the year. Matter of fact, she got another RBI single in that 1-run 3rd inning. And she swings and flies one out, and Emma Hilton is there for the out. So the inning finally does come to a close, but not before. 3 more runs come across the plate here for Belleville West on a few more base hits, and 1 more runner left on base. That's 4 runners left on base here for Belleville West. As we head now to the top of the 5th inning, Collinsville is trailing in this one by a score of 10-0.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975.
Back here at the Collinsville Sports Complex, My name is Todd Duke. We are glad that you are spending a little bit of your Thursday afternoon with us. Wish we had better news, but right now Collinsville trails 10-0. 10-run rule right now in effect, but they have to play all 5 innings, so Belleville West will still have to bat in the bottom half of the 5th. But right now, we're in the bottom half of the 4th. I don't know why my thing jumped up that much. So now we got to go back. There we go. So, Collinsville looking to get on the scoreboard for the first time here today. It'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Faith Fairchild, Bailey Dimmick, and Katie Bardwell will bat here in this inning. Fairchild, a strikeout victim her first time up, one of 7 strikeouts on the day so far for Kayla Connor. And the pitch, swinging a foul ball right in between Coach Schmitling in the third base box and the third baseman Taylor McCaster. Oh, 1 pitch from Connor to Fairchild is on the way. Swung right through that one. 0-2. 1 run in each of the first and the third innings for Belleville West. 5 runs in the second, 3 runs in the last half inning, the top of the 4th. We're in the bottom of the 4th, 10-0 in favor of Belleville West. Connor readies for another pitch to Fairchild, and that one's a called strike 3. And down on strikes is Fairchild for the second at bat in a row.
Catcher number 4, Bailey Dimmick.
That's Bailey Dimmick coming up to the plate with the bases empty and 1 out. Dimmick, strikeout victim, swinging her first time up. As Kayla Connor struck out the side in both the first and the second innings. Pitch to Dimmick, swinging a high fly ball, and this one's going to get out of play. And land over here by the batting cages to our right. Jay Veer still playing over on the other field. And the pitch to Dimmick, swinging a high fly ball. On the move is Jackson, and she can't get there. She got there in time, but tried to slide, and when she did, that ball bounced off of her shoulder. And Dimmick is at second base with a double, the first base hit of the afternoon for Collinsville. So, Katie Bardwell will see if she can bring Dimmick around to score Collinsville's first run.
Number 21, Katie Bardwell.
Bardwell led off the second inning with a strikeout. Connor had 6 strikeouts in a row. Actually, she had more than that. Popped up and out of play. Well, Bardwell struck out, and then Hilton reached on an error. That ended the 4 straight strikeouts, so to speak. But Edwards and Mode then struck out after Hilton reached on the error, so it was 6 in a row. Actually, it turned into 8 in a row. Fouled back to the screen. And the strikeout of Fairchild was Connor's 9th strikeout of this game. So Bardwell down at second with 1 out. Bardwell trying to bring her around. Emma Hilton waits on deck. 0-2 is the count to the Kahok shortstop, Katie Bardwell. Connor, she's ready with that delivery, and here it comes. Swinging a shot right off of the glove of the third baseman, McCaster. She takes the time, though, picks it up, and throws out Bardwell. Moving over to third base on the play is Dimmick. And McCaster had that one just pop right out of her glove, but It fell right down at her feet. She bent down, picked it up, and threw out Bardwell in time for out number 2. So it's up to Emma Hilton if Collinsville wants to get a run across the plate here. Emma Hilton, as I mentioned, reached on an error by the first baseman. Swinging a little slow roller back to Connor. Throw over to first base is in time, so Collinsville will strand their second base runner of this game and had a potential run just 60 feet away. But a little ground out by Hilton ends the inning, and Collinsville still looking for that first run. Did get their first hit, though, but it was not enough. Now we head to the top of the 5th inning. Belleville West will come up to the plate, seeing if they can tack on some more runs. Collinsville trying to keep that from happening, and we'll be back to tell you all about it in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Plumbing or electrical problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean-cut, drug-free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Number 9 hitter, Paralyn Corey, the catcher, leads things off here in the top of the 5th for Belleville West. Maroons are up 10-0, and a single up the middle will give them an opportunity to tack more on here. Corey, her second base hit on the afternoon, and the 12th base hit on the afternoon for Belleville West. Back to the top of the order, Aubrey Weaver up to the plate. Weaver is 1 for 2 on the afternoon, and now she'll take a free ride to first base at a hit by pitch. So runners on first and second. Collinsville doesn't want to get any deeper than 10-0, or else they'll have more pressure put on them to try to get some runs across in the home half of the 5th, or else this game will be over. Here is Addison Gellick. Gellick tripled and scored, singled and scored. In between those two, she lined out to Emma Hilton out in right field. And that's a foul ball. Everybody stays put. Belleville West has scored runs in every inning, looking to do the same here in the 5th with 2 on and nobody out. Umpire walked the ball back out to Marissa Thomas, and those two are having a conversation in the circle. Marissa Thomas, our pregame guest on our pregame interview. I believe we only have 2 seniors left to interview on softball, Addie Stone and Katie Bardwell. I'm saving Bardwell for last because I've already done the senior interview with her during basketball season, so it'd pretty much be the same thing. The 0-1 pitch from Thomas on the way. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Addison Gillick, the first baseman, waits the 0-2 from Thomas, and here it is. Outside, ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count. Thomas. Ready with that 1-2 delivery. Here it is, and that one hit her as well. So 2 hit batters in the inning have loaded the bases for Belleville West. Back-to-back hit batters. Weaver down at second. Gullick on at first. And Corey is down to third after she led off with a single.
Number 22, Sophia Rossi.
So here is Sophia Rossi, who has walked twice and grounded out once. Pitch, high and outside. Kahok softballers are off until Tuesday when they hit the road for another Southwestern Conference tilt. This will be at Alton. Belleville West is back in action Saturday morning with a 10 a.m. start at home versus Civic Memorial, if that doesn't get rained out. We're supposed to have some rain tomorrow morning, a little bit of a break in the middle of the day, and then some more rain tomorrow evening and into Saturday morning. So that remains to be seen if that game will get in. Bases are loaded, nobody out here in the top of the 5th inning. Collinsville already trailing 10-0. They're in some trouble. Throw down to second base, and back in there safely is Weaver. Tried to catch her, wandering off the bag a little too much. 1-1 the count to Rossi. The pitch from Thomas on the way. High and outside. 2-1. Thomas brings another one home. Swinging a high fly ball. Emma Hilton is on the move and can't make the catch. That's an error, and that is going to score one more run. And Belleville West now leads 11-0. Third error committed here this afternoon by Collinsville.
Third base, number 9, Taylor McCaster.
And the bases remain loaded for Taylor McCaster. McCaster, couple of singles, couple of runs batted in, runs scored. All that came after her first at bat was a strikeout. Thomas pitches, high fly ball. This one's into foul territory, but Keegan Edwards has a beat on it, and right underneath it, she makes it for the out. And there's one away.
Left fielder, number 11, Charlie Copper.
Here is Charlie Coppernoll, the left fielder, who is 0 for 3 on the afternoon. 2 pop-ups and a ground out. She's the only one that's not been in on the fun at all today. Pitch, swing, and a chop right over the head of Carson Mode. That's going to bring in a run. And there goes the 0 for 3 for Coppernoll. On a little RBI bloop hit right over the head of Carson Mode.
Center fielder, number 14, Kaylee Dashner.
Weaver comes in to score. Gellick is down to third. Rossi's on at second. Coppernoll over at first. And she's first pitch swinging into foul territory. Another catch made by Keegan Edwards. So 2 away.
Right fielder, number 3, Deja Jackson.
And here is Deja Jackson. Jackson has been on base all 3 times. 2 triples and a single. Her last triple, she knocked in 2 runs, and she scored 3 runs every time she's gotten a hit. And a foul ball. 13 hits, 12 runs for Belleville West. 2 outs in the inning. But their bases are still loaded full of Maroons. Jackson, the number 8 person to bat here in this inning. Looks at one outside. Ball 1, 1-1. Thomas pitches. Swing and a long fly ball. That's going to get down and roll. Rafalowski slides to cut it off and keep it from going all the way to the fence, but that is going to clear the bases. 3 more runners will score on a 3 RBI double by Deja Jackson.
Designated player number 2, Elena Jenkins.
So that brings in Elena Jenkins with a runner at second. Still 2 outs. But now it's 15-0 in favor of Belleville West. Jenkins, the 9th Lady Maroon to bat here in this inning. Looks at one outside for a called strike. Jenkins is 2 for 3 on the afternoon. 2 base hits, 3 runs batted in, and a run scored. Next pitch, outside, ball 1, 1-1. Maroons beat Collinsville 16-1 at their place earlier this season. Right now it's 15-0. Swing and a miss. One more pitch and Collinsville can get out of this inning, but the Cahoks are going to have to score 6 runs in the bottom half of the 5th just to keep this game going. Thomas pitches. And a grounder to Bardwell. It bounces off of her chest, but nothing else she can do with it after that. So she had to eat that ball, but yet another hit here by Belleville West, their 14th of the day. Will put runners on first and third.
Catcher number 10, Perilyn Corey.
And Perilyn Corey started off this inning with a single. Came around to score. And she'll take her second at bat here in this inning. The number 9 hitter in the Maroons order. 2 for 2 on the day. Reached on an error earlier. Thomas and company trying to get out of this with no more damage being done. Enough has already been done. That's a foul ball, so 0-2 the count to Corey. Five runs in the second, and so far 5 here in the 5th. Thomas would love to get a strikeout. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. One and 2 the count, 2 outs. Runners on the corners. Jackson at third, Jenkins at first. Swing and a miss, and down on strikes goes Corey. And that will end the inning. But, as I mentioned, 5 more runs come across the plate on 3 base hits and an error committed. A couple of runners left on base as well. We head to the home half of the 5th. Collinsville has got to score 6 times to keep this game going. We'll find out if they can do just that when we come back from a timeout here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884. The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahok, always a Kahok. Hashtag Kahok Family.
Bottom of the fifth. Keegan Edwards will lead things off. It'll be Edwards, Mode, and Parlberg. If anyone can get on, the number 9 hitter in the Kahok order, Ali Vileff, will have a chance to bat. But Collinsville, as I mentioned, they need 6 runs to keep this game going. Edwards struck out in her only at bat. If the first 3 batters cannot get on, Ali Vileff will leave this game with only 1 at bat. Pitch, high and outside, ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Belleville West has scored in every inning, 1 in the first, 5 in the second, 1 in the third, 3 in the fourth, 5 more in the just completed top of the fifth. Connor ready, and the pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count to Keegan Edwards, who has recorded a couple of foul ball outs down there at first base today. Pitch by Connor. In there for called strike 3. Edwards, 2 strikeouts on the afternoon, 1 swinging, 1 looking. So the Cahoks are down to their final 2 outs, and it's going to be up to Carson Mode to keep this going. Mode, and her only other at bat, got caught looking at a called 3rd strike. That was in the 2nd inning. Connor pitches to Mode, and she'll look at one a little low, ball 1. Connor ready with another pitch to Mode. Here it comes. Strike called. Mode thought it was a little too far inside. Umpire thought differently. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Lily Parlberg waits on deck. Mode trying to get on ahead of her. And the pitch. A little low. Two and 1 the count to Carson Mode. Connor ready with that 2-1 pitch. And here it is. Inside, 2 and 2. Or excuse me, 3 and 1. Mode. Volleyball, basketball, softball player. And the pitch, swing and a miss. That'll run the count full at 3 and 2. Connor brings another one home, and a bouncing ball to the second baseman, Weaver. She has to run over to first because Gullick came off charging off the bag for that ball as well, and just gets her. So 4 unassisted for out number 2. And the Cahoks are down to their final out. And they're going to bring in Aubrey Mason off of the bench to bat for Ali Vileff, or excuse me, Lily Parlberg. Mason on the year, batting .059.
Aubrey Mason.
So Mason is the last hope here for Collinsville. That was the 10th strikeout when Keegan Edwards struck out to lead off this inning. Parlberg already in an 0-1 hole. And Connor ready to go. Swing and a miss. Belleville West 1 strike away from upping their record to 7-14 and 4-3 in the conference. Here's the 0-2. Strike called on the inside corner. Down on strikes goes Parlberg, and that is all she wrote for this game. Collinsville loses this one by a score of 15-0. 11 strikeouts for Kayla Connor, and Collinsville had a hard time against the hard-throwing right-hander Connor, and that ends the game at 15-0. And we are into our post-game program brought to you by LC's Pub. LC's Pub. Great food and great services served up daily at LC's Pub in Caseyville. 605 North Main Street is where you'll find them, just a stone's throw from Kahok Stadium. You can give them a call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007. The post-game show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 1966 Vandalia, Collinsville Barbecue Supply is your one-of-a-kind barbecue headquarters that focuses on everything barbecue and cooking, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, in-person class instruction, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts, including an in-house chef and pitmaster. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning sauces and rubs that supports our nation's first responder and military organizations that focus on the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Collinsville Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Collinsville Barbecue Supply, home of the four-time world champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at collinsvillebarbecue.com or call 618-855-8855. Looking for a more upscale place to have a few drinks and some great food? Look no further than the Speakeasy Parlor in Maryville. Come inside for some one-of-a-kind crafted cocktails and some elevated bar food that highlights fresh ingredients. Then, try your luck in the private slot machine room. And don't forget to check out the Speakeasy sister company, Plan Shop Live, just 3 doors down. Plan Shop Live is a health-focused lunch cafe open Tuesday through Friday from 11 to 3. Speakeasy Parlor, 2713 North Center Street in Maryville. Open 7 days a week with happy hour specials during the week from 5 to 7 p.m. Speakeasy Parlor in Maryville, 618-205-3540. The Collinsville Daily News, the new online source for everything newsworthy in and around Collinsville. This news source is designed to be the heartbeat of the Collinsville community and is owned and operated by members that live in this area. The Collinsville Daily News generates their revenue with local support from the community in which they serve and from advertising. They do not charge to read their content, so you'll never run into one of those annoying paywalls. Not only that, but the Collinsville Daily News offers free classified advertising. You have items you want to buy, sell, or trade? It's free to post. Wedding or engagements announcements, as well as obituaries, all free at collinsvilledailynews.com. Plus, they have the content that matters most. Collinsville news you need to know, coverage of Kahok sports, and a keen eye on city news. The Collinsville Daily News also has an event tab that allows you to find out what is going on in and around the region for you and your family, the heartbeat of the community. Helping readers make sense of an increasingly chaotic world. Check them out at collinsvilledailynews.com on social media sites Facebook and Instagram. The heartbeat of this community is the Collinsville Daily News. Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahok fans, before, after, or even during Kahok games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus, they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahok games live as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carry-out orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahok fans' pub of choice.
And we welcome you back into the LC's Pub post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Nothing good to talk about in this one. Collinsville loses in 5 innings, the 10-run rule. 15 runs scored by Belleville West on 15 hits. The Maroons committed 1 error and left 6 base runners on base. Collinsville didn't score any runs. They only had 1 hit, and they had a batter reach on an error. They stranded both of those runners, so the Kahawks stranded 2 base runners on and committed 3 errors in the game and 11 strikeouts by Kayla Connor. 12 strikeouts by Kayla Connor. Kind of flummoxed the Kahawks all day long. The only hit for Collinsville came off of the bat of Bailey Dimmick, a double. She made it down to third base in the 4th inning, but she was left stranded, and the only other base runner was Emma Hilton. She reached on an error back in the 2nd inning, but she was also stranded, so not a very productive day at the plate for the Collinsville Kahawks against a very good pitcher in Kayla Connor. So that's going to do it for us. A big thank you to Marissa Thomas for joining us in the pregame interview. And as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, we don't have anything on the books as far as the Kahok Sports Network goes until Tuesday of next week when we have boys volleyball versus Belleville East. Next up here at the softball park, on the Diamonds, Zach Roseman will have a baseball game on Wednesday of next week, the 1st day of May, and he'll follow that up with a softball game the very next day. Baseball versus Freeburg on Wednesday, softball versus East St. Louis on Thursday. That'll be on the Kahawk Broadcast Club Student Network, and I will have volleyball for you on Tuesday of next week as well as Thursday of next week. Kind of a weird week, not a lot scheduled, but that's what we have for you as far as sports on the air is concerned. My name is Todd Duke. Thanks for tuning in. We certainly do appreciate it. And until Tuesday night, everybody enjoy the rest of your Thursday and have a great weekend in between.